Alright, welcome back! Hope you enjoyed your break. We are here with the Peaceful versus Counter match, Seed 3 versus Seed 6, in the winner's bracket, following a match that had almost tiebreaker potential, or it had tiebreaker potential, it almost did, and going to another which has tiebreaker potential. Joining me again, as advertised, is Yongen.
Hello. That was a very exciting match, and we're still hearing the tiebreaker. Foreshadowing? Question mark.
Potentially, yes.
I myself actually don't think so. Personally, I don't think we need to really look at the previous few match on this one, despite content getting a bit close on the last two matches, and Pizzo has been the only one with great T, sweeping out every single player in the entire match. I do believe the qualifiers was a bit, let's say, not Pizzo's favorite, the pool in general. So I'm not surprised he dropped it to third seed to my mind, but honestly, in an actual pool like this, I think he is the real second seed. But to be honest, real second and third seed doesn't change too much. When I'm against Content though, might finally give him some trouble. But both are really good hard rock players, but Content in general just a bit off shot on some of the more reading heavy, such as No Mod 4, HD's picks in the general. And Pizzo, on the other hand, not the best at tech, like stupid tech maps, like such as Hard Rock 1 or No Mod 3, which he has spanned out tech it throughout the entire Project Prism. We'll see it's gonna be the case. Another big match here, so hope you all enjoy.
Yeah. They probably already have their roles done.
Not too sure.
No, they haven't. They don't. We have not missed any roles. Good news, everyone.
Looks like we are getting players in the lobby. Meanwhile then, I guess, Emuth, what do you put on pick'ems?
Well, I had to rush my pick'ems like every weekend. I may have been very stupid, and I'm happy to admit that, but I'm very stupid. I put 6-0 for the last match. And I put 6-5 for this one.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. Again, I rushed and I'm stupid. It's a good combination. But I'm third in pick'ems right now. And I'm about to lose it.
That is so sad. You see though, I have been very wrong throughout this week's pick'em. I basically got like no match correct. Yes. Which is kinda upsetting to see.
I feel like the matches I got wrong were the ones everyone got wrong. It's aka Want Info versus Cheese Stingy, obviously. And Banan versus Super SSS, which almost went the way I put in pick'ems, and then breakpoints happened.
Yeah, I think Banan just ran out of picks. Kinda similar to hers last round.
Yes.
Hopefully these players don't win out of picks. 65 from Pizzo, 59 from Ken10, and he will ban out the most reading heavy pick, 3 Mod 3. Don't want to get abused by Hidden Hard Rock on Final Hook. Instead of banning on Hidden 1, which... interesting, because I know that Peaceful is known as really good at Hidden, but he's more like really good at Hidden Hard Rock, so not the slow Hidden. So I think that it's a pretty fair ban from Ken10. Probably something that not many players realize. And Peaceful probably going in for the DT1 or No Mod 3 or Hard Rock 1 ban. Do you assume it's gonna be one of those? There we go.
DT1 always gone, sad.
Yeah, Tech is not really Peaceful type of cup of tea. He can play it just fine, but of course he's like one of the best players in the world. But it's one of the tiny cracks that we mentioned from some of these players. So banning out that map, perfectly fair.
I know it's been played, but I still haven't seen DT1, which is mostly why I'm sad it's gone again.
Yep, and Pizzo going for speed.
Walking the road to semi-final a bit early, but confidently.
You see content, huh? Huh? First pick, huh? You pick DT2? Okay.
Change
Very
resolution
surprising.
obligatory.
Yep. Technically, you can just do it on the multiplayer lobby by clicking Control O.
It works in the song select screen as well.
So small thing to remind the players. I guess going out and play still makes sense. Polygon dot once again. Last match we see number 1 and number 2 score of the map with my absolutely destroy,
Yeah.
nuke the map, and we see these players do the same. OD not 8.4, that is a standard overall difficulty. OD 6 in Taiko is probably like 9.0, 9.3 around there. And here we do see content back in the lobby.
Colon
like
capital D.
Yes, like we mentioned, they have a bit of a beef in Twitter, which is now known as X, before this match, that they want to beat each other. But let's see, let's see, is the spiciness that occurred in this match. Peaceful versus Content. First map of the match, DT2.
Shoutouts to the highway side of the background.
You do have players who understand Japanese in general. They agree that the chat has a bit of a flames. So a bit of a flamey match. Not the first one we see this weekend.
But for now we're here to have fun!
Yes.
Smile. Content finding a few early 100s, peaceful. Choosing war. With 64 UR.
Alright, finally 100 from him. Gonna get some SV changes. Your typical Ice OC moment. Just jumping finishers. He really loves to use that. And here comes the first again. Like we mentioned, the first part of the map is kind of nothing. For if you're a top player and have the stamina to fight. Most of our eyes should be spectate the last 1/3 of the map because there's where the density goes up the most. Early session it's just accuracy battles. If you get some miss in the last part, those doesn't really matter.
It's basically draining your stamina so you're not ready for the hard part anymore. Because the patterns themselves are not incredibly difficult either.
Yeah. A very TNT style of a patterning as well. Especially with the structure of the map. Honestly, I really like this map. I'm one of the people who really enjoys ISOC maps. That's a pretty hot take.
No, I like it a lot.
That's nice. Finally, we might get something to talk about. 10-100 difference so far. A bit of a stamina draining, but doesn't seem like anything from Peaceful. Probably not so much about Kanten as well, because Kanten is actually a really good stream player. One of the few that is really good at stream in Japan. Like amazing at them, probably his main skill set. But Peaceful is also fantastic at streams. Last part of the map, not giving any trouble. We will see miss breaks in the last part. We have one more chorus left, and it's still 3-100 from Peaceful. Drops quite a bit on the finisher session, but he is just a machine. That's it. 6-2, 16-100, 10-100 difference. But Peaceful, it's gonna be moving on. The first pick 1 point.
What an insane performance. Welcome to the winner's bracket. If last match wasn't enough for you.
You cannot say any better, Wolf.
Getting the 700 count is my mind, by the way, but without the miss.
And they beat up both Mama and hers. And honestly, I'm not that surprising because this is more like peaceful type of and Kantan type of map. Where peaceful is definitely where Mama is more of a tech style of a dude who is like stronger, like no more free and stuff.
Right, you mentioned stream. Do you think we will instantly see Nomad 5 or will that wait?
I think I actually don't know what to share Content want to pick because both of their skill set are quite similar. Honestly, I think Nomad 3 or Hardware may be the better selection for
Ooh,
Content for
Nomad 1.
Alright.
Not
Right, it was
gonna end
one
this
of the
match this time.
Yep, finally, this map has ended quite a number of matches. Not this time though, as it's a second pick. Map by me. Yes. PPM of 230, OD8. The last pattern is the hardest part of the map.
Yes, but it's definitely not the only hard part.
Yes, and we have a very devastating defeat on the last match. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. Or it will break someone's heart, definitely.
Yeah.
Especially first map of the match.
We now have the knowledge that a big slider tick is 1000 points. Does that mean a small one is 500? Guess so. Things we should have, I should know for the last 7 years, but keep forgetting. Peaceful Fighting 2 misses very early on effectively nothing. Especially after the ET2.
Yep. Very surprising start. So we're probably not going to be seeing slider battle this time. So no one will be walking on a thin ice.
It's not too early for a slider battle.
Alright, slow sessions. Again, both of these players are not really known for playing these types of like slowish tactics. But they are handling the absolutely decimated that part. Only 100 being dropped by Cam 10 in that session. And because of how early Peaceful misses is, it's still a really close map.
Yeah, it's like 20 combo difference. So 100, just finding a few 100s can easily swing this around again.
Yeah, rock off consistency since the first weakness shown from Peaceful. $6,000 points difference. 8 100, 2 miss for the 6 100 still. And these quote unquote not as hard part, it's not tripping up both of them at all.
Yep, we just haven't seen 100s from either of these players in quite a while now.
Which is absolutely insane.
Haha! I lied.
Alright, the cursing is a bit strong. However, when we are not cursing, these players are absolutely destroying the map.
Oh,
There goes.
oh, okay, no, Peaceful misses.
Peaceful miss.
But Kanten trades!
That trade might be a bit troublesome for Kantan. The lead is not that far, honestly.
I think Kanten's still not out of it, but don't find 100s! No, don't do it! Oh, Peaceful finds misses.
Miss. Oh, both of these players are so nervous. Bit of off misses from both of them, and if they are not comfortable at this part already, the last part could be the deciding factor. Final part, we have some more monos, but we have one very difficult 141 extreme. And after this, it's gonna come up. Peace will miss again. That is looking very good for Kantan. That goes the first point of Peaceful losing the entire tournament.
It's any close map throughout, but at the end, 20,000 points score difference. Not that close anymore.
Yes.
Kanting holding strong where they needed to.
I mean, no more pick. It's not that big of a trouble. Losing for Peaceful because he just has the entire 3-mod pool and the entire HD pool left. DT2, I would say, is actually more like a very risky approach from Peaceful. If he wins that map, then his role is gonna be extremely safe since then. Since after DT2.
Yeah,
There's 3-mod 1 hit. There's 3-mod 1 hidden 1 and 3-mod 2, which are all very Peaceful favorites for me, and also no mod 4 as well.
Don't drive my maps are too hard. We'll keep cooking though. They don't know. They don't know.
They will know possibly 10 hours later when we see the pool. Iridescence of our next map, 3-mod 1.
Yeah, but the more comfortable force mod pick. Emphasis on more comfortable, not comfortable.
Yeah, more comfortable. There is still a bit of a slowdown throughout the entire map. Speed up SV. And already, both players dropped the SS. Alright, they can't play content. They cannot play content hidden, seems like.
Honestly, Kantan hidden is the hardest thing because you just have no consistent rhythm to base your taps off. It's just randomly suddenly there's a note. It's like, a note! Didn't expect that.
Yeah. And usually some really good players may miss out some of those skill sets, which we do see content to drop 4 100s from that map. And honestly, I think content is kind of being forced to put on double mod on most 3-mod pick because he's against one of the best players in the entire world with Hidden Power. And already you can see the comfortabilities between these two players.
Yeah. Like, you can't go single mod against Peaceful because you can almost be guaranteed Peaceful will get more than the hidden hard work minimum, so the single mod cap. Let's go with that. So more than 1,060,000. Just that consistent, that good. But both of these players have stabilized. Their 100 counts.
And again, the content sessions, it's giving content a lot of 100 troubles. It has been dropping more 100s in the content sessions, honestly. coming around 6, and that's not looking too well because they already covered like almost a miss difference, especially with the 100s being dropped on the dance session. He's not faced by this at all on this pick. Really good on his own pick after all. 3 mod 1, Hidden Hard Rock abuse is just something that Koreans are so strong on throughout the World Cup. They are the first couple of people who has been abusing Hidden Hard Rock since Hacker World Cup 2019, not faced by this speed reading at all. Final sections of the map, easiest to find breaks, as we do see content instantly drops a lot of 100s. You can see him being forced to put on double mod on this map, and that's double FC, but just peaceful accuracies on Hidden Hard Rock. He is so comfy on these maps.
700s is insane. But not unexpected. Now Content has a few maps to choose from that aren't 3 mod 2. Or Hidden 1 or 2. No mod 3. I feel like no mod 3. You also mentioned no mod 3. Or Hard Rock 1.
Yeah, I think no more Fear Hard Rock 1 is the most sensible pick here because tech is not really Peaceful strongest. I mean, after you see no mod 1, where he drops a lot on the 1-1-6 weird pattern. There it goes, no mod 3.
Zeus, God of Thunder. In brackets.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to square brackets, by the way. We don't use them often enough. But also, minor rant. I think it's fixed by now, but for many years, the way Central European keyboards are laid out, the square bracket is on like Control-Alt-8. In Google Sheets, that means deleting or hiding a row. Which is stupid.
We love Europeans. We love European keyboards.
Yeah, they're great.
They have very weird letters on their keyboard.
Like, I have,
Yep.
Funny O with 2 eyes.
Imagine just not using alphabet, regular English alphabet as typing out your language. Skill issue.
SMH.
Back on this map. We have seen this map quite a bit, honestly. Not the most different compared to no mod 1. The BPM is a lot slower and there's a lot more patterns. Snapping changes pattern throughout the map, but they're still not the hardest to play personally. Like not a weird pattern, just a really bursty pattern snapping changes. 1-4-2-1 they throughout the entire map. So far, 1 100s versus 5 100s.
Yeah, not what Kanto wants to see by now, but there's still a lot of map left. Map even.
Still.
Yep, there we go.
We mentioned Peaceful is a bit weaker on these type of maps, and again the tiny crack shows. His consistencies on tag map is a bit lower than most of the players in my opinion. And sometimes these cracks on less consistency cracks is what you need in such a top level match. Content is exploiting it for now. 7 100s with an FC into the final part of the map, the hardest part. Hurts on the last match drops a lot of accuracy, make their match super close, but it's gonna be Peaceful dropping 100 instead.
Yeah, there's not a lot of map left, and Miss won't swing the lead unless
But
it's a lot of misses like that.
The lead is getting so close. Peaceful is climbing back. Any 100s on last part counts. 3,000, 2,000. Is there not enough time? It's so close. Peaceful is climbing. He is touching the tails of Content 07. The final. No, it's not enough. 518 and Peaceful. The one too many 100 drops in this match causes him the point. Content will be able to achieve his second point. That is so close to a snap. If Peaceful managed to just snap that point, it would be looking very, very unfortunate for Content.
Peaceful just needed the song to go on for like 2 more seconds. Ridiculous. Ridiculous how that map just ended.
Yeah. And Content definitely is waiting on the last pick. Oh my god. Just almost got touched by... almost got snapped back by Peaceful. Now Peaceful, not scared of that map just being lost. Probably like, oh, okay, I just lost. But that wasn't a pick I was supposed to win. Going for hidden one, parallel skydive. Snow HD, going for more reading heavy maps, and I would say these are definitely Content's weakness. So this is a really good pick for Peaceful for now. On paper.
Yes. Consider the upsides of this pick now after that last map. It will calm you down because enjoy the scenery, the beautiful music, the notes you can't see because they're gone 3 seconds before they hit your circle.
That is very chill, definitely. Aren't it? And so far, both guys actually doing very well. Like I mentioned, Content is only a little bit weaker. Kinda similar to Peaceful on No Mod 3. But I guess the weakness is a bit more apparent compared to Peaceful weakness on like No Mod 3. Where Content does technically drops a bit more 100s on maps just like this. Compared to most top players. Which the unstable rate just shows the question.
Halfway through, we're still seeing.
Alright, that is Peaceful. That is not a good look for Peaceful. That is a tragic miss from Peaceful. And suddenly, the 3-point we mentioned for Peaceful just gone the absolutely most horrible way for him. That is just 48,000 points difference, and the hardest part gone. Seriously, Content is in trouble of taking back his breakpoint.
Yeah, with the largest score difference we've seen this match as well. 47,000.
He needs to hold on this final snow part. And there goes Peaceful again!
That is not how you expected this map to go, is it?
No. I expect Content score, but Peaceful, I think he just got faked by this map on some of the snappings. Just too nervous. And wow.
Enjoyed the scenery too much. Now, Kanten has a bit more leniency when it comes to picks. But we've just seen with No More 3, the potential of a breakpoint is very, very real.
And now this is really good shot for Content. he doesn't have that many pixels. There's still Hard Rock one we mentioned.
Yes. I kind of feel like Nomad 5 though. Don't know why. It just the RNG might favor Kanten. Especially after what happened now on Hidden World. Mind games? Potential mind games? Do mind games work with complex stream picks? Who knows?
Seems like the RNG gods is in Kanten once again, winning by 500 points because there's just not enough notes in the ending. Get some lag on Peaceful's computer on Hidden One, and he survived throughout rest of the maps. On probably one of the maps that you don't want lags.
Yeah.
And Kanten, not going for any tech pick. A bit tacky. No mod 2.
Burst speed. And obligatory change resolution.
Very different from DT2.
Also very different from the last few weeks of speed maps. Because it simply introduces 1/6.
That's the best speed. That's the type of speed I like. They kind of changed the position of No Mod 2 and DT2, where usually No Mod 2 is a comfy stream type, DT2 is a finger control type. This time, No Mod 2 becomes the speed burst type, and DT2 becomes the stamina accuracy intensive type.
Yeah.
But this now, it's gonna be hard.
And we're about to start the map. We see the good luck have fish.
Nerves must be up on Peaceful now that he's 1 point away. It's not super unlikely that he can snap back a breakpoint, but he needs to start performing his absolute best. He was touching Kanten's tail on No Mod 3, and he actually beat Kanten this time on No Mod 2, seemingly on a map that he's better at, I would say. We have been seeing a slightly less consistency throughout even the entire match, probably due to computer and some of the more weirder patterns. This map doesn't really have that. They have comfy patterns, but bursts. Bursts!
Yes, here we are. Bursts. As if it didn't exist.
Yeah, both players.
Kanten does
It
feel
exists.
the
It exists on Kanten's side. 3 misses. Underperformance happened. Peaceful finally drops the first 100. 99.91. Everyone sees the score difference. Unlucky situation, unlucky drop from Kanten as well, especially the places he drops on right before reaching 400 combo. Hurts the most. That combo cap difference is all swinging to the favors of Peaceful. Still, one singular 100 trying to snap back a breakpoint instantly. Here comes the hot pattern part. Got some offhands. Both players able to hold on. A bit hot of 1/6 as well. Nothing from Kanten, nothing from Peaceful. A break.
And we see it. Peaceful still holding strong with his single 100. Will there be nerfs?
With the basically silence of music, all you hear is your heartbeats. You feel too nervous in this map, coming into the last part of the map. As we speeds up, more bursts, more finishers. Nothing from both players again, it just early drops on 100 counts. Peaceful, you still have 10 more seconds left on basically the hardest part of the map. And he absolutely not phased by the last map, not phased by the lag, instantly takes back a breakpoint. Monstrous performance. And say, I am here to win. You are not consolidating your breakpoint. 3 misses from content. Even the 1 gun, he lost the map already. Peaceful, not going down without a fight. 3-3.
2 100s of this is quite the performance.
Absolutely.
Probably the top score for weakest so far as well.
And now, Peace will have the next pick, and honestly, there is some really good picks up for him. It could rent out horribly like what happened on Hidden 1, but there is still 3 mod 2 and no mod 4, and I would say both of those are just really good pick for Peaceful.
Yep.
And there goes Heartstrings. It's supposed to be the winning BGM, but it it kind of went horribly from my mind last match.
It decides who wins the tiebreaker.
True, true, absolutely. And this is not looking too well for content. This map, the Hidden Hard Rock hard parts are harder on HD side. The snapping changes, the burst is really hard to read for if you're not really an extremely strong hidden player. Given that OD 10 as well, dropping 100 is fairly likely. And we have more memes in the chat from Japanese from the Toyota, and with this being a revenge BGM. Once again, we see content being forced to put on 2 mod, possibly. To see how comfortable he is on this map. 3 mod 1, he was having a lot of trouble on the Kantan hidden. This map has less Kantan hidden though. It has more snapping changes.
Chat is Toyota. True words have never been spoken.
So true. Another car company, Nissan, is in the question now. This has been a very fantastic song for Japanese. Seems like they really enjoy the song. 400 combo has been reached from both players. Once again, similar situations to 3 mod 1. Just content having extra 100s. And Peaceful still solid as hell on the Hidden Hard Rock.
Couple 100s, but
here comes content is losing his rhythm, dropping down to 97%. Able to hit the burst, but
Peaceful misses. But the 100 count difference is so massive, I don't think it will matter.
Yeah, it does not matter. Despite this map being one of the least combo in the entire map pool, so a miss is more likely to hurt your chance of winning, but the combo advantage is not enough to build that accuracy of difference onto the Ki. And here comes the Toyota. Who is the song cheering up for? Because you have the last speed of S3, particularly easier for both of these players, I do assume. And content needs a miss from Peaceful, and it's slipping up, it's closing in. Content has absolutely every chance to take this back. It might be a 100 count situation. It's one more stream. Can he hold it? Peaceful drops over 100, gives it back to Content, and Content snaps back the breakpoint. The usual BGM once again. just changes the winner at last second, and Content will be snapping a hidden Hard Rock pawn against Peaceful. And my god, no one expected this.
Losing BGM. SMH.
If the Kakchan BGM isn't real, this is proving it. It's real. Every Japanese is spamming in the chat.
Now, Kata needs to pick something that won't end in a breakpoint, so they can take the lead in this match. But there isn't a lot left to pick from. Hard Rock 1 is still there. But is it really? We know how No 1 3 ended.
I think that's a really good pick for him, honestly. With Peaceful kind of underperforming on all of the maps, you might just well go off by then and choose the miss equal to win pick. And there is two very missable mix. Actually, three very missable picks mapping in the pool. No mod 5, once you miss, you die in an entire stream.
Yep.
And then 2, the first sections you can completely just miss the timing and goodbye your accuracy. Hard Rock 2, where players are very common for missing one note and not dropping any single 100s. And there is absolutely no way for Content picking no mod 4 at all in this in any situation. So honestly, with how they are performing in this match, I think Content might actually a bit advantageous in this position.
Yes. But like we've seen, the risk of breakpoint is around the corner. Finally! Some more love for Fortuna. That's lucky for us.
And Wolf,
Yes?
am I seeing this correctly?
Yes.
Content pick gimmick.
It might give you a sign on confidence for No Mod 5 and Hard Rock 1. So maybe they don't have that much left in the pool to pick. As you just theorized.
Okay.
Let's just see. Maybe they know. They know their own score.
Know.
But this could also end in a near double SS or die situation.
Not gonna lie, I've never ever seen Content pick gimmick in a tournament before, and even in another tournament, which if some players have watched, which is the LMS Stage 0, where Content did lose alive in some semi-final stages, and most of them are being gimmick. So I am not too certain how Content is gonna be able to replicate some of his performance. He might know something we don't know. It's a very surprising pick, and I would like to see how it plays out. Content so far, I believe, is in the slider tick lead. Actually, no, they are on the same slider tick. I'm stupid.
Yeah, this is a very different kind of gimmick web compared to what we've seen so far, so... Maybe it's more approachable for some players that normally don't like gimmick.
Oh my god, they are doing it. First 100 being dropped by Content, but because his climb is a little bit further compared to Peaceful, I think Peaceful should be in the lead, and there goes Peaceful. Yeah, Peaceful is in the lead by 590 points.
The tiniest margin, but it's enough!
What do you look at? So, question in the chat, you actually look at the slider text, and that's all you need to see. Here it comes. last part of the map. I personally myself cannot explain this map because I cannot play this map at all. Here comes a bit more gimmick. Is Peaceful gonna redeem himself in the last part? Anyone to drop, it's gonna matter. We still have 20% map of the map left. We got more streams. It's very confusing, but it's not convincing any players in this session. Some last SB. Would this be the mistake from content again? Seems like it's going to be the mistake from content again as Peaceful saying no once again with the breakpoint, double S-ing on opponent's pick. Seal the deal. 2-100 is all you need to lose the map. Goodbye content, and that is a 4-4.
112 points! So I think Kanten has a tick lead. Very likely got a lead on the ticks. Also thanks to Hertz, we know the max score is 2,400 higher than what Peaceful got. So ridiculously close, considering it was against two 100s. And we instantly see Hard Rock 2.
Alright, Peaceful going back to something that he is
Also,
very familiar on.
I just have to mention this. In Germany, 112 is the ambulance number. Hopefully we don't need to call an ambulance now.
Hopefully.
After that map.
Might cause some heartbreak from players. And Peaceful has been kinda, again, like I mentioned, not performing the best as he can in this match. He absolutely destroyed every content. He absolutely destroyed every content breakpoint after he lost his own pick. But Hard Rock 2 though, this map is the type of map that you just keep missing. And you just miss one singular note. And one singular miss could cost the match.
Yep, but we've just seen that both players are very capable of just not missing. Also, original song by Hawaii, epic one.
Peaceful got a 12 unstable rate at the start of the map. Yeah, that is how accurate these players are.
Absolutely zoned in.
They absolutely need to zone in for this pick.
Be the song.
At the start of the map, not much one is being dropped. Again, content is the one dropping on nothing session again.
It's harder to act, trust.
Here comes first hard session. Yes, still just 100 battle. Peaceful putting back on his A game. Content lost a bit of accuracy again as we slow down. The 6,000 point is still less than a 1 miss difference. You can just miss in the middle of kind of just one note and you're goodbye.
Yep. But doesn't look like Peaceful's planning on even finding a 100 on this map. Still holding the double S 1000 notes in.
Here comes the chorus soon, which is going to be 250 maximum F3. Effectively 250 BPM. Here it comes with some offhand as well, but not giving any trouble to players. They are still holding on. Peaceful in range to take back, finally take opponent's own. It's not over just yet. Any one slight misread could have given the lead to Content. So could be same about Content. Two fantastic hard rock players. 100 being dropped by Peaceful and traded back from Content. There's no SS from Peaceful, and that's it. Peaceful will be securing at least a match point to a tiebreaker. 5-4, no SS for you.
The breakpoint chain has been disintegrated. Kaboom. Content has the final pick. What do you think they will pick? I feel like after normal 4, everything's a wild card now. There's no mod 5 left. There's Hard Rock 1 left. And there's Hidden 2 left. Oh, we don't even have to guess. We're staying in Hard Rock.
Yeah, Hard Rock 1. I think that is the best pick. We have been saying this is a really good pick for Content. He did lose a Hard Rock pick, but this one was completely different. It's not about streams. It's not about consistency reading. It's about tag pattern playing. And tag pattern playing with more consistent content. For the entire match, Peaceful has been dropping misses on mostly 1-6. When it's 1-4, Peaceful is absolutely machine on that. But 1-6 though, or even harder patterning 1-12, Peaceful lost his consistency. Could this be the pick Content needs? Or are we gonna be short on another tiebreaker? Because we have been seeing a lot of 6-4s throughout this entire weekend. And here it comes. Crafted in ice.
Earliest 100 possible.
To be fair, this map is hardest to hack.
Yes. And we already make a promise there will be more 100s. I will bet.
Lowest 100 count so far is from My with 9 100s.
Yeah, that performance already was scary enough.
Peaceful so far is replicating My performance, assessing the first 25%.
Oh!
And instantly drops below Content.
Just like that. 6 100s.
Here comes some SV changes. Like I mentioned, Peaceful is not really the best player on these sort of maps actually. Content with 6 100s. Holding in.
The transition to 1/3 section costs both players some 100s, but Peaceful loses way more.
This is what I mentioned.
Yeah, 9 100 difference so far.
We still have one more session left, technically, but it's basically the same thing again and again. Yeah.
Content finds a lot of 100s though, but don't think it might be enough.
It might be.
It's down to 4. 3.
Dude, Content cannot play nothing. Dude, he's dropping more accuracy.
2.
Nothing session. Oh, it's so close. Oh my god. Dude, Content. Oh my god.
We see a tiebreaker.
Why?
I'm at least getting 1 point at my pick'ems. Yep.
TP for peaceful Content and Peaceful.
Yep.
We're not gonna be short of a TB finally and see our first tiebreaker today. Actually, not show match.
Real match. Last tiebreak has been the showcase tiebreak has been destroyed though by both Mamang and Turds.
The highest score is actually Super SSS though.
What did we get?
I think slightly
Ooh,
higher.
953k.
Pretty sure slightly higher, which is
Yes.
absolutely insane because he's, from what I heard, he side read the map using 2 minutes to look at the map in Avatar. I guess 3 minutes is like 2 hours. Surely we're not being seeing Hidden off power in this. Surely.
Surely.
I'm pretty sure Hidden is basically impossible for both of these players. They're just one sessions that I don't think anyone can read it. Hard Rock, I don't know.
Did people think this would happen? Tell me in the comments. Yes.
No.
May I check the TB map for a while? I think players have 2 minutes to ready up. Maybe 3.
Yeah. And I mean, both of these players are not having any confidence. Kanten said, "I forgot what is my resolution on this map." You have 2 minutes.
Atomic Disassembler. After we've just crafted the TB in ice, we're about to disassemble it. Disassemble. Why are words hard? Petition to rename the songs to, like, I don't know, egg. That's a simple word.
True. And who do you think it's more benefit in TB?
The viewers.
I honestly think Kanten is a bit more benefit on this one.
I just honestly can't tell you. We've not been in this situation. Neither of these players have been in this situation this weekend or this tournament.
Ooh. This match is insane. Giving me heart attack as well on some of the picks. I'm pretty sure Kanten is not side reading because Kanten is say, "I forgot my resolution." So he has played this map before, but just not practiced that much. I don't think Pedro is side reading as well. Basically the same. Yeah, basically the same. I believe both players at least played it once.
Yeah, I think I'm always confused when people go to a match and they side read the tiebreaker. Like, you don't even play it once? It's not really always a banger song and a banger map. You could just play it once for fun. It actually has always baffled me. Like, even if you don't think it will happen.
I mean, they're not side reading at least this match. You know that.
Yeah. Hopefully Peaceful's back in the lobby. Otherwise we're starting without them.
Well, he's definitely back. And it's time for the final map of the match and the final map in this block before he continues to more Taiko action, Taiko drumming scene. So chat, give it your hype to the players you want to win. Who do you want to see going up against my mind?
Both matchups are going to be scary.
definitely. Peaceful not performing the best today, and also performing absolutely beast on some of the other maps. And Kantan able to snap some unexpected points that I think a lot of players did not expect he would. But losing it on his own picks because other team is too good. So on paper, you definitely prefer Peaceful, but on performance today, could be 50-50. This map have absolutely everything except mod reading. It has slowed down SV, speed up SV, streams, 1.4 to 1.6 pattern, and some 1x, some speed session as well. A craft from CS4W, and a craft by my Angel Sia, Megumix. Tie breaker. First one Nick. Everything is tied into the Ki.
So far, still nothing from both of these players, nothing for us to talk about. Everyone is so consistent. And again, Countdown just cannot echo when there's nothing. Drops few 100s on the 1-2 tapping again. Here comes some burst with slowdown SV, and there's more slowdown SV in this map.
So far it's mostly Kanto that drops use 100s. Peaceful finds 1, but at the same time Kanto finds 5 more. Never mind, Peaceful just misses an entire pattern. Or not miss, but...
Peaceful. Oh, he
basically,
drops 100. Yeah.
He didn't even consistently play late. Like, that, it was one single 1-2 pattern, 2 notes were early, 6 notes were late, or something. This was, not what you want to do on this map.
These players are too quick with their eyes. Slowdown could not win, and this is the deciding factor of this map. I'm very certain this will be the part that decides both players. It's the quiet session, but it's the most nervous part. 16 versus 10 100s. Content is behind. They need a miss from players. It kind of plays like speed though, so not that uncomfortable with Peaceful because there's no one to 1-egg. Content drop back a bit as well. Go back to streams. We do see Super SSS miss on this part. But there's nothing from these two. Everyone is on the A game. Here comes some more speed.
They're trading 100s.
Still 6 100s. That's the first break from Peaceful. And Content trades back. He trades in the entire pattern. Peaceful is now on strike to come to lead. He's in range to run away.
No, this lead has been disassembled again. But I don't think it was massive enough for this lead to swing back, because Content's combo is not much higher than Peaceful's, but it's going to be very, very tight. It's within single 100s again.
You can count. Each note, Content is receiving 10 points more. That is nothing. It's not gonna close down a 6,000 point lead. They need Peaceful to drop more. Another quick stream. No one makes a mistake.
Lots of 100s from Content.
Pipe starts again in the chorus as we see the music goes up louder. But the patterns though, still as comfortable as it is. Your usual tiebreaker moment as we start to speed up. Can Peaceful hold on? 6,000 points difference is all you need to win the map. 300 just dropped by Peaceful. Lead is getting smaller. That's a break from Peaceful.
It's traded!
He trades it back. Now Peaceful is on 2,000 point lead. It's still one more session. It's more tag. That means Kantan is in the lead. Kantan is back. He's on charge. It might be the biggest upset for the entire tournament. He's moving forward. There's still 3,000, 2,000 points from Kantan. Could he hold it on to the last part? And move. Last stream. That's it. Kantan
successfully disassembles Peaceful with the power of juice. With no more free, the power of juice has kept up. Even he missed at the ending, it's not gonna matter. 400 points, it's not 400 points, 800 points. It's all you need. Oh my god. In this match, as Kantan will be moving forward to the next stage, and Peaceful, what a surprising defeat, and he will be dropping down to the loser brackets. And with
Insane. Peaceful will be facing Hertz, and Kante will go up against My Mine.
No, they will be facing the winner between Ken2 and Super SSS.
Oh, sorry.
So the third seed, possibly the third seeded or the fourth seeded players need to go out in semi-finals. And oh my god.
Oh yeah, went one match too far.
Loser brackets facing eliminations from Peaceful might be looking very well for the Japanese in the entire winners bracket. And
Only Sterling left for now.
Yes, and once again, Japanese showing dominance, why they are the dominant country on Taiko. Sterling, only non-Japanese left in the winners bracket. Can he survive? Another major titan, Nekumi Yusuya, on 12 UTC today. Will he be the last Japanese survive? Or the entire winners bracket? It's gonna be Japanese. Peaceful will be facing the winners between Super XSS and Kanto next weekend. Surprising defeat, but not over for him just yet. He has seen some down situations like that. But what a crazy battle on Tiebreaker.
What an awesome way to end this match after the last match, which barely stole Tiebreaker from us.
Oh, I am exhausted after that match, and maybe the Twitch chat as well. I hope you all enjoy that match, because that is going to be our last match in this bracket. It's gonna be Great T against Souru Fire in the 11 UTC battle between the Titan Japanese. Be sure to come back, as we're gonna be seeing another set of casters, another set of matches between the top players. So hop back in at 11 UTC, and I hope you guys all enjoy this match and calm a bit before the next match, because the drumming action will be resuming in 3 hours later. I hope you guys enjoy this match. 2 hours later, sorry. Yes, my name is Yongin. Passing with me today, we got
Me.
yes, and see you guys again. Yep, 11 UTC with Great T. This is Souru Fire. The actions never stops. Click back in at EGTS Osu. Goodbye.